こんにちは。日本からのご挨拶。
Today I've got Kari, a Tesla Model 3 owner, who just got a car last year. This is a 2022 rear-wheel drive in beautiful red, as you can see next to us. To hear her experience owning a Tesla in Tokyo, take a drive around the city to visit her favorite supercharger spot, as well as nice Hanami or cherry blossom viewing spots in the city. Click subscribe to stay updated to more videos on Tesla. Kari, tell us about yourself.
Hi everyone, this is Carly. I really enjoy owning the Tesla. So today I'm going to describe my experience about Tesla.
How did your journey with Tesla begin?
I just saw a very cool red Tesla in California, and at that time I was wondering what was that car. So I just googled and found that was Tesla.
So you saw it first in California
Yeah.
many years ago.
Yes.
And it was a red one. So
Yes.
it's like your dream come true.
Yes.
What made you pick EV? Because I understand that this is your first car
Yes.
in Tokyo. And EVs are not yet common here. So what gave you the courage to buy a Tesla and a Model 3 here?
Because I live in the Chugoku, which is the center of Tokyo. There are lots of EV charger space around my place. So that's why I decided to buy EV car. I think Tesla is not only EV car. Tesla is Tesla. Actually, I had no choice. I had no choice. I didn't want to buy a car. I did want to buy a Tesla.
Wow. You can see that clearly. Kari is a big Tesla fan, like many of us here. Look at the Cyber Rodeo t-shirt. Yeah, you know that's a big Tesla fan when you see us wearing t-shirts. So owning a Tesla here in the Model 3, how much does it cost?
6 million yen, Japanese yen.
6 million Japanese yen. Roughly in US dollars, there'll be about
45,000.
About 45,000 US dollars for Model 3. Not too bad. But this is before the recent price cuts that just happened late last year in Japan.
Yes.
As they were about launching the Model Y.
Yes.
How's the price of a Model 3 compared to a regular ICE car? Let's say if I buy a Toyota Camry.
I think it's times 2, maybe, compared to Toyota car.
Okay, so it is a premium car here in Japan. Now for many of us, when we think about Teslas and EVs in Japan, we think about charging. So let's take a drive to Kari's favorite supercharger station. We'll see you inside.
So now we go to the supercharger, top charge, and there are 10 or 12 supercharger around Tokyo area, and 3, 2, 3. This means available supercharger at the destination. Top.
That's it. It's so simple to find a supercharger in Tokyo. There's more than 10 supercharger stations. Many years ago, the first early pioneers of Tesla, there were like 1, 2 supercharger stations. So charging isn't a big anxiety, especially in larger cities. So Kari is going to drive us there as we ask her a few questions about her ownership experience so far. I'm curious, you've had this car now for what, 9 months? What is your favorite feature about the Tesla Model 3?
Actually, I love everything. It's a difficult question. I love everything about Model 3. Yes. I was planning to buy Model Y at the time, but the parking problem, I choose Model 3. It's very good to, everything.
It's a very good car. As Kaori has mentioned, the Model Y is wider. Even the Model 3 is considered by some in Japan to be quite a wide car. You'll notice in Japan, the cars actually have a number on top, the number plate. So cars that are starting with 5 are the small compact cars. A Tesla, the number on top starts with 3. So that's like a mid-sized car. It's not the smallest. That means it's not always easy to navigate every car park or even road. Kaori, what do you wish was different about your Tesla?
Full autopilot launched in Japan because the Japanese law is not allowed to launch full autopilot.
We do not yet have full capability of autopilot or full self-driving yet in Japan. So fingers crossed, it will come in the next couple of quarters. We're 5 minutes away from the Supercharger, and just take a look at the streets. You'll see it's mostly local cars, not many EVs. Now we're going to have Kara demonstrate to us how to charge a Tesla using the Supercharger. It's now charging. Well done, Kara. High five. We're here in one of Tokyo's newest supercharger stations with 3 stalls. We saw a Model X earlier next to us. For many Tesla owners, they are worried because most people in Tokyo stay in apartments. Is it a problem if we do not have home EV charging?
No, that's not a big problem because actually I'm living in the apartment, but there are 4 or 5 supercharger around my area, and you can enjoy going to the destination you've never been to.
That's true. It's a good way to travel around the city, meet new people. Some people say that superchargers, are they expensive? How much money are you saving compared to gasoline?
I think we can save 0.5% compared to gasoline.
So about 50% savings compared to gas here in Japan. Some people do cite that electricity rates are a little bit higher, and these are public fast DC chargers. These are the highest price you can pay for charging. Yet, it's still quite substantial savings. I was looking at the Tesla app. So as a Tesla owner in the app, it shows you how much gas savings you have. It's roughly about 10,000 yen per month or 75 US dollars per month.
Yes.
Not too bad.
Yes. Not too bad.
Are people still worried when you tell your friends and family you're getting a EV?
Yes. They still worrying about how to get the charging, and they still kind of worry about that.
So it is still a worry for many people. Let us know down in the comments how you feel if you live in Tokyo, whether you're driving an ICE car or EV, what's it like for you? Tesla superchargers charge really quickly. We've been here for around 7 minutes. We started at 45% state of charge, and now Kaori can actually check on the Tesla app to let us know what's our current state of charge. So you see in the app, it's 75% state of charge. So a 30% increase in just 7 minutes. So with superchargers, even though you don't have home charging, you live in an apartment like Kaori, you're able to just top up your car from 20 to 80% within 50 minutes. 15 minutes.
Yes.
And in 15 minutes, you get at least 270 kilometers of range. Now, one different thing about Tesla chargers in Japan is that they are not using Type 2 or CCS. So Japan uses the Tesla proprietary port, similar to the one in the US. So that's one different thing. Some of our friends in Malaysia, they do parallel imports of Teslas from Japan. So this port does not work in other countries outside of US and Japan. That's one thing to watch out for. Now that we are at a pretty high state of charge, let's go to Kaori's favorite Hanami spot.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yes.
Where are we heading to?
Imperial Palace.
See you in the Imperial Palace. I just noticed this mall has installed a lot of Tesla wall connectors. You can see this one over here behind me, but all around me behind, let me show you. There are about maybe 10 of these wall connectors here, destination chargers. So you see 3 more down here behind me. Another 4 more on this side. And behind, there is another 3 more. So a whole parking level in basement 3 in Tokyo Midtown, full of Tesla wall connectors. Pretty cool. We've finished supercharging, we head off and back to Kaori's car as we enter Imperial Palace.
It's slower than Supercharger, right?
That's right. These wall connectors are great if you are here to watch a movie, have a dinner with friends. Superchargers, you'll be too rushed. You can't watch a movie. You can maybe do some grocery shopping. So this has been a very good stop. It is very encouraging seeing so many more EV chargers come up here. You can see that some roads are quite narrow in Tokyo. This is a very old city. It's built centuries before modern cars. There's this perception that Japanese like and prefer to buy Japanese car brands. Is that true?
Yes, actually, for me, I usually pick Japanese car when I drive in US. Actually, yes,
What is the reason behind this?
because Japanese people think Japanese car is more safe than the EV and they believe Japanese manufacture, something like that.
Very high trust in build quality for locally made cars. Definitely some pride as well. So the good thing is Tesla has been doing more work releasing recently a new video talking about their safety by one of the VPs of engineering. We hope that more of these comes out to shift perceptions that Teslas are one of the safest cars you can be in. We're coming towards the tail end of cherry blossom season. Hopefully we see some later in Imperial Palace. Teslas are very unique because they have one pedal driving. You don't really need to tap into the brakes so much, unlike other cars. How do you find one pedal driving? Is it convenient? Is it hard to get used to? Tell us more.
It's one of the best things I think for the Tesla because it's smooth and I feel like I'm a very good driver.
That's really nice to hear. Tokyo is a beautiful city, but the whole country has so many places to go. Where is the furthest you've been on your Tesla Model 3, Kaori?
Where is the most farthest place? I went to Izu, which is 3 hours from here. When I drive farther than usual, I feel like I'm not tired than the two pedal.
One pedal driving makes trips easier.
Yeah.
And as Kaori asked for her wish list, give us full autopilot or full self-driving in Japan, and it makes driving even more fun. Have you seen other Teslas on the road so far?
Yes, there are so many Tesla in this area.
Fancy part of town. Kaori was sharing, once you go beyond the core part of town, like 1 hour drive away from Tokyo, much harder to find Teslas or any EVs to begin with. Which do you think is the most popular EV in Japan?
Nissan, maybe? But in central of Tokyo, like Chuoku, Minatoku, Shibuyaku, the Tesla is the most popular EV car.
So there you have it. Nissan Leaf was an early pioneer. I think they've sold about 500,000 cars so far. But Teslas are rising in popularity, especially with the Model Y that just launched 7 months ago. You'll see another video shortly with a Model Y owner here in Tokyo. We're just waiting for the red light to cross to the Imperial Palace. How often do you come to this part of town?
I usually come here almost every day because I live here, but I'm not I'm not president or Imperial. Yeah.
So this is her neighborhood, Kari's neighborhood. So we're crossing.
That's the Imperial Palace. There are so many people there. 今、目的地は左側です。
You can see some of the cherry blossoms.
Yes.
This year, the cherry blossoms bloomed 1 week early.
Yes.
It's because it got warmer. So I don't know whether it's climate change, but it got warmer. So we're coming towards the tail end of cherry blossom season. It is still beautiful. We're still very thankful we got to see a lot of amazing cherry blossoms here. Hopefully we still see some when we head to Kyoto on Monday. You'll be able to spot some cherry blossom trees on the left. Some people say that you don't really need to drive in Tokyo, and some people work in offices where they don't have much parking.
Yes.
How often do you drive, Kari?
I drive 3 or 4 times in a week.
That's
Actually,
pretty
I don't
frequent.
have to, but I love to.
Tesla fan.
Yes.
And Kari isn't not buying a car, she's buying a Tesla. You see some more cherry blossoms on our left. Towards our right as well, the right side of the street. Both sides of the street right now. This has been pretty amazing. Thank you, Kari, for giving us a look at all the cherry blossoms, a tour around Tokyo.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thank you too.
And maybe hard for us to find parking to stop, so we may end here. If you found this video useful, please click the like button. Hit subscribe to stay updated to more videos on Tesla as we meet Tesla owners from around the world. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
今、右折してください。
Look at that.
今、左折してください。
Viewing cherry blossoms in Tokyo in spring in a Tesla being driven by a friend, priceless. Cannot ask for a better experience here.